Okay, so in this video I'm gonna show you the basic technical analysis of meme coins. Where should you buy and where should you sell? And a lot of meme coin traders overcomplicate it, right? This is not that hard. It's really easy to time these types of buys based on support and resistance levels, which are really easy to indicate if you know what you're doing. If you are constantly trading meme coins, not seeing any results, timing bad buys, right? Watch this video till the end and you will learn everything you need about Memecoin Technical Analysis, right? If you watch this video till the end, you will know everything about meme coins and you will already have a much bigger edge on other traders than you've had before, right? So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna take you through the quick support and resistance levels of the coin Moonbeak, right? This is not the Moonbeak coin analysis. Don't get me wrong for that. This is not like I'm not in this coin. I don't think you should be in this coin. Maybe you can get like a quick, I don't know, 30% off of this thing. But this is not what this video is about. This video is about showing what, this coin hit 100 million, 120 million market cap. What actually makes a coin hit 120 million market cap? And mainly the technical analysis, right? Okay, so the first thing we can see, like every coin, pumped at the beginning, pumped at about 170k, right? Straight away we can see a support line right here, right? Resistance, my bad. What does resistance line mean? Resistance line means everyone has take profits in that area, right? So if someone buys a coin here, then their take profit are here at this level, the previous high, right? Of course we have like smaller resistance lines like here one, but the main thing is this: if a coin hits an all-time high or double tops the previous high, then some of you may be wondering like, why does it go down, right? That because people are taking profits. If it's at the previous high, then it's like quote unquote the maximum this coin goes, right? You don't know if it goes higher or lower, right? Because if it's at the previous high, it's obvious that it's gonna have a pullback for every coin. So went here, right? Came here, right? The second resistance lines, then it died down a bit, but you can see it hold the 25k market cap, bottom. It didn't go to 4k market cap, it didn't die out, it stayed at 20k, which is a perfect entry. And you should always look a coin, if a coin is holding a floor at 20k market cap, consider buying. Look at the coin, look at the narrative, and consider buying, because taking profits at this stage is so easy. If you bought at 20k, the max you could lose, yeah, you could put your stop loss at 50k, maybe 40% you're risking. But if it goes to even like 100k, it's not even the previous high, it's already a 3x. So you should really consider taking profits at these places or buying in at these places, because the multiples are really good at this, right? So we can see it came here, right? Went to the second high and pulled back to this support slash resistance lines, right? This is where the buy orders are. Support means buy orders, resistance means sell orders, right? Take notes. We can see it bounce here, came up, and now boom, we got the second high, which is about 1 million. Keep in mind, round numbers are typically the support levels, resistance I mean, right? Round numbers, right? 1 million. We can see it bounced off, basically came back to this resistance line. It came back to 300k, remember, round numbers, right? Came here, accumulated a bit, and boom, smashed through this resistance line. And as we can see, even if it made a new all-time high at 3.5 mil, we can draw another resistance here, it still came back to the previous resistance. As we can see here, it tapped it 2 times. So that's the perfect entry. At one time it's a bad buy because it's at the top, you're buying at the top. But if the coin goes on, then the bottom is the previous high, right? Basic market psychology. So it came back here, really good buying spot. Again, you are risking about, if you put your about here 25%. If it goes lower than that, then it's more riskier, then the coin could be dead. But again, if you are even going halfway here, it's already a 2x. You're risking so little for so much profit. You should always consider taking profits like this. And we can see an order block here. If you don't know what an order block is, then watch my trading strategy video or something. You can clearly, then you understand what order blocks means. But it's basically the last red candle before the pump, and as we can see, the last red candle touched the bottom, 2.75 mil. Remember, round numbers, and then accumulated, and boom, smashed through it. Little bit resistance here because it was the previous high, right? We can see the red candle. It's at 1 hour time frame and it's at the beginning, so it might seem a little bit messy, but it's gonna get more clearer later in the video. So right now we can see it had resistance again at the previous high. Boom, smashed through it, made another all-time high. We can see the uptrend of this thing. Look at the trend line. Boom, it made a new time high, downtrend, new time high, downtrend, new time high, downtrend. What this means is downtrends slash pullbacks are very, very normal for coins. A lot of beginners think that if a coin goes down, it's bad. It's not bad, it's normal for every coin. No matter how good the coin is, no matter how big the coin is, no matter the potential of the coin, there's always gonna be pullbacks. And as we can see here, the pullback is like, what is it? 30%, right? Here it was about 70%, right? If you see it going down 70%, you might think like, oh, it's dead, right? 70% is pretty like lost almost all of its value. But if you look at the chart, if you take notes what I'm showing in this video, then you can understand that pullbacks are needed. This is simply people taking profits, and you shouldn't take it as a negative. You should look to buy in at these places, right? Because that's just how meme coins work, really. And as we can see, boom, made a new time high, resistance line, boom, came back to the trend line slash the previous high, made a new high, right? We can draw another support line about here, right? Came up, made a 7 million all-time high. Remember, round numbers. This is a key thing. Take your notes, write down round numbers or resistance levels. 5 mil, boom, resistance level, right? This, and 10 mil we can see later in this video. So it came back again, downtrend, boom, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And if you can see the trend line, if it's still in the trend line, then it's okay. Don't panic, don't sell, buy more in, and then manage your risk, because right, it could break the trend line, right? Maybe the 7 mil was the peak, and again, then you're only risking 16% or about this one, because if it breaks the previous high or something like that, then you're gonna put your stop loss here, boom, or even 3.5, because remember, round numbers, right? You're risking 20% again for 40 or 50%. The higher the coin goes, the smaller the multiples are. That's why it's better to trade smaller market cap coins. But if you want to be safer, then you can trade bigger market cap coins, because the risk is also smaller, right? That's all about risk management. Again, we can see the trend line, and now it touched the 9 mil, okay, not 9 mil, 8.5, right? You never know when these highs, right? You can never time any high. It might as well could have gone to 10 mil, right? Nobody ever knows what is the next high. There's not like an algorithm, there's not like okay, maybe relative strength index, which I'm gonna make a different video about, but you can never exactly guess the highs, right? So you want to take profits, like you want to take profits here. If you buy in here, you want to take profits here, right? You want to take profits here, you want to take profits at the previous high, and then maybe here, right? And then when you can, when you can see it coming back, right? This is no textbook accumulation. You can see it makes a downtrend. It even broke the trend line, which may again cause some panic, but we can see this resistance line here, right? It topped it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It touched this resistance line. That means that this is a stronger resistance lines. People have buy orders here, because if you saw the chart here, where would you put the buy order? The previous highs, like right here, right here. So you want to maybe buy in about somewhere here, and if it goes lower, then you buy here, and if it goes more lower, if it breaks the resistance line, then you want to sell all your backs here. But again, look at the risk. If you bought here, here and here, your average price would be here. Oh, what is going on? And you put your you're risking 60% for a previous high, which is about 25. It's not that good, but considering the accumulation, if you see accumulation like this, right, slow and steady accumulation, it's not gonna dump, right, slow and steady, then you can expect, this coin has a lot of potential, like morning routine did. So we can see it made a new high, right, resistance line, boom, again we can see that it made the high at 10 mil. What did I say? 10 mil, round numbers. Came back to, okay, well, right, we can see another resistance line here. Again, you can't time every every bottom. I'm not saying that you can time every bottom just like that. No, you can't. You never know. Maybe it could have gone here. Maybe it could have gone here, right? You never know that. But it's still a resistance line and you should consider buying, right? And again, we can see it made a new time high, broke the high, and came back to the previous high. Simple, right? And then we can see, again, boom, this resistance line also here, right? Made a new time high, came back to this resistance line, made a new time high again at 40 mil, came back to this resistance line, accumulating. You can see this accumulation here is like, again, like look at this. This all here is accumulating, right? The double top is a bit concerning, but considering it didn't came back here, it made a, we can see resistance line here. Came back to this resistance line. It didn't go way down here. Came back here. Still very healthy, very safe. Then it accumulated a bit here because again we can see a resistance line right here. Boom, hit it once, hit it twice, hit it 3 times, 4 times, 5th, 6th maybe even, 10 accumulated here, and boom, we got a bump, we got a nice bump. And we can even see, we can extend it here and boom. Like right now, it would be a pretty good place to buy if you would want, small little multiples, not even multiples, like 30%, because I doubt it goes like, 20 mil right now. Maybe it goes, it's not like financial advice or anything, but just my thought process really. You can see some resistance line here also, this big red candle, boom, boom, hit this. You could have gotten a nice 60% right here. Of course, you never know when the top is gonna be. Touched at 20 mil, came back here. So if you're watching this coin, go to this coin Moonpig and see. My thesis is that it's gonna hit at least this line, if not even this. I would buy in here and sell here. That's 38%, and that's basically guaranteed. Go watch this. Okay, let's make a deal. Alright, let's make a deal. If you watch this video that far, if you go and you can see this coin hit the 50 mil market cap, then you have to subscribe. Or at least like, right? Let's make a deal. And if you don't see, if the coin went down and it didn't hit the 50 mil, then you can put a dislike on this video, right? If the coin hits 50 mil, then subscribe and like. If it doesn't, if it breaks down, if it never touches the 50 mil, then you can dislike this video and comment that I'm a bad trader, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I don't know. That's pretty much it, but I'm certain that it will. That's why I'm making this deal, alright? So that's pretty much it, right? I hope you learned something in this video. Like at the beginning, all my links, my Telegram group, my Instagram and my Twitter are in the description. My trading platform also, if you want to get minus 10% off every trade you make, use the link in my description if you don't know what trading platform to use. Right, I hope you learned something, I hope you took notes. Put a like on this video, really helps me, because if you look at my channel, I have like a few likes per video. 1 like is already, because if I log on to YouTube Studio and I see at least 1 like, then I'm already happy, bro. It's so easy. I'm like an underground YouTuber with 26 subscribers. I'm happy for even 1 like. I'm happy for even 1 comment. I'm happy even for 1 view. So if you're already watched this video till end, till here, 20 minutes in, then bro, thank you. You're already supporting me. If you wanna join my Telegram, I'm gonna trade in the summer. I'm gonna make some calls there. I'm gonna make some trading strategies. I'm gonna drop a lot of sauce and a lot of value in this group. So make sure to be in this group. Of course, do whatever you want. But this is really about it. I hope you learned something. I hope you took notes, and see ya.